You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going down, guys? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Oh man, today is going to be a decent show. Going to talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Super Episode 120. We're going to talk a little bit about, there's a Dragon Ball movie coming. Yes, a new Dragon Ball movie coming. There's also some Boruto up in here. And we also going to have a little My Hero Academia talk as well. So without further ado, man, let's begin this show. First, let's start out with Dragon Ball Super Episode 120. It was pretty interesting. It was simple yet interesting. An evil doctor, cliche scientist, had his robotic minions, if you will, go up against Universe 7 to try to take them out of the tournament, and didn't work out so well for him, but he has a trump card, and I'll get to that in a second. But basically the episode started out, rightfully so. The fight began, and the robots gave him a little bit of trouble, but at the end, Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan got together and pretty much spoiled the plans of the evil scientist, if you will, of Universe 3. I was wondering where Frieza was going to be, because if you guys don't know, I was bitching a little bit about that last week, because Frieza was nowhere to be seen. He actually made an appearance in this episode, pretty much doing what I thought he was, just laying off in the cut somewhere, ducked off, just watching everything unfold. And that's pretty much all he did, and that's what he was doing. So they got rid of the robots. Android 18 and 17 also assisted with the help. And right at the end of the episode, we were met with the scientist about to be eliminated. He began to laugh, and that's when everybody knew something was wrong. What ended up happening was he pulled out his trump card, and basically we got a taste of it in the previews of the next episode, which is basically some sort of super. He looks to be like made of flesh as well. I mean, I don't know, but he looks to be so powerful to the point to where all of Universe 7 had to take part in trying to get rid of this guy, man. Even Frieza was out there getting his hands dirty. So that brings me to the fact that I cannot wait for this next episode. This is the next one I'm really wanting to find out what's going to happen. I really want to see it because Frieza's involved now, and it's going to be kind of funny watching Frieza fight alongside the rest of Universe 7, because that's just not his forte. You know what I mean? So that's why, I was wondering where he was, because that makes for great TV, great anime right there. When you got characters like that, who have to fight together, to come to the same conclusion. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see how Frieza reacts and how the other players of Universe 7 react to fighting alongside Frieza, man. Interesting things, words might be exchanged. I'm looking forward to that. Just good stuff, man. That's the good stuff. And really, pretty much, man, after Universe 3 gets taken out, and we all know that eventually they will be taken out, it's going to get down to the meat and potatoes of the show. It's going to be Universe 11 going up against Universe 7, and it's going to be the shit. I cannot wait. Jiren is, you already know, man, he's ready. So I just want to see what's going to happen, man. How are these guys going to do this? I mean, I can't wait. But that's pretty much episode 120 in a nutshell, guys. That was pretty much it. Like I said, the good shit is coming right around the corner. If you ask me, this was kind of just like a build-up episode to the next one, and pretty much everything moving forward, because everything that happens here on down the line, man, it's going to get real crazy. It's the shit that everybody's pretty much been waiting for. Universe 11 versus Universe 7, and then how that's going to turn out. So I'm ready. Anyway, moving on. Now, here's some news that you guys may not know. Some of you may have. It's been on Twitter. It's been over the internet now. By the time you get this podcast, you'll know now that there is going to be another Dragon Ball movie. Yes, a new Dragon Ball movie is in development, and it will be out sometime late 2018, somewhere around December of 2018. We know just a little bit about it. The only thing I can tell you guys right now is that it's supposed to be a movie about the beginning of, the Saiyan race, the origins of that race and how it got started. Basically about maybe the first Super Saiyan God, if you will. And I'm interested. I can't wait to see what this is going to be about. I mean, I have so many questions. I mean, if they're focusing on that type of story, then will Goku and Vegeta and those guys even be in this movie? Will it just be like a straight up origin story? I think that would be awesome, man. Another Dragon Ball movie, but this time it's focusing on completely different set of characters from a completely different set in time. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be cool, man. Just another piece of sweet anime love. We get a chance to taste late 2018, and hopefully we get introduced to some extra awesome characters, and they might even become a staple going forward. And I mean, when I say that, I'm talking about like games, appearances, and other things like that. So we might see some new characters that we might grow fond of in this movie, and we might see them in Xenoverse 3. We might see them in, a late update, maybe in Dragon Ball Fighters or something. That'd be dope. That'd be cool as fuck. So, like I said, it's always good to have new things added to the Dragon Ball universe, coming from Toriyama and those guys. I'll never say no and never stop saying keep bringing those on ever. The more we can add to this universe and to this anime, hey, the better off I think we all as Dragon Ball fans will be. With that being said, let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about Boruto, guys. As you guys know, and some of you may not know, not too long ago, maybe now 5-6 months, I decided to watch Naruto, the show. I have never seen it before, and a lot of my friends were looking at me like I was stupid. Like, what are you doing? How could you not have seen this? And there's some of us out there who still have not, drifted into that atmosphere, to that hemisphere yet. But, I'm here now. I watched all of Naruto, all of Shippuden. Now I'm watching Boruto. And like I said, I'm a new fan of Naruto. I absolutely love the series. And that's what brings me to Boruto right now, because Boruto is going on right now. And I've, on the internet, I've been talking to some friends. I've been just reading posts on Twitter and just from other people and how they feel about the series, up until this point. And a lot of people, man, it's kind of like the split. Some people are, not happy with the series because they feel that, it wasn't like Naruto or Shippuden. They felt that they were spoiled or whatever. And I mean when I say that, I'm talking about the pace of the show, the pacing of it. You know what I mean? It's a little different. Boruto had this pace is a little slower, but I still think Boruto is an excellent show, and I think they have excellent characters. And I think people have to remember that, they didn't make Boruto to be like Naruto. They wanted it to be its own show in the universe and focus on, Boruto, and, it's still focusing on the characters, from Naruto. And I think we're going to get more of that focus as these episodes, move along, because shit is about to hit the fan now. The show's really getting good now because they just had the exams. Everybody graduated. They're now getting, and they're going to start doing missions here in a minute. Now, pretty much we're just waiting to see who's going to be teamed up with each other. They always, put you in teams of 3. So we're going to see who's going to be with who, and then the missions will begin. And I can't wait for that. And like I said, Kakashi had a big role in this graduation ceremony because they had to get through him because he didn't feel that they were ready, and rightfully so. But the test that he gave them, he finally opened their eyes and got them realizing that, being ninja is not a fucking game. And, you got to be ready to die and you got to be ready to kill for this shit. And I think they now understand that, and it's about to get real. So he went ahead and passed him. And, man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. From this moment on, it gets real. Shit gets real. Okay. Is basically what I'm trying to say. In the world of Boruto, there hasn't been a war in over 10 years. So, rightfully so, some of the kids don't feel, like being a ninja is the most important thing on their list, because we're not accustomed to having to deal with this shit and always look around your shoulder and invasions and, all the stuff that came with living that ninja lifestyle. They weren't used to all that. You know what I mean? They came up in a different time. So, they were a little slower to, get around to it. But Kakashi, thankfully, woke their asses up, opened their eyes to situations and things that could happen, and just basically told them, look, y'all need to be ready, man, because shit can get real at the drop of a hat. So now they realize that, and that's where we are right now in Boruto. And I personally am enjoying the series a lot. So that's just my 2 cents on it. That's how I feel. You guys may disagree. If you do, hey, it's cool too. Comment on Twitter. Shit. Let me know what you really feel, how you feel about the series, or even go to the Facebook page and drop a comment or something. We can talk about this. We can get into this, man. Okay. But anyway, that's pretty much my Boruto spiel right there. What I got going on now. Moving on, I want to kind of talk about a game that I stumbled upon that will definitely be coming out for the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. And it is based on another anime, guys. And it looks pretty motherfucking good, too. The name of this game is My Hero Academia. Yes, My Hero Academia has a game coming out for the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. I can't wait to play this shit. The shit looks good. Cell shaded graphics. Of course, it's an action fighter type of game, 3D, if you will, environments and stuff. Looks pretty cool, man. Saw it on YouTube. Don't know who the video was from, but did a little digging, and the platforms are going to be PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is starting to come around a little bit. I'm gonna get into that in a minute anyway, as well. But yeah, My Hero Academia, man, if you guys don't know about My Hero Academia, it's one of those sleeper animes that I like to call it a sleeper anime, because it's one of those that just kind of snuck up on a lot of people. And a friend of mine put me on the show, and there's currently right now 2 seasons out right now. I watched them on Crunchyroll. That's pretty much where you can go get it, watch it. You can stream it anywhere pretty much that streams anime. Kiss Anime is another good website that I fuck with. But My Hero Academia is basically about a boy who lives in a world where 80% of the population is born with superpowers, some kind of superpowers or abilities, and he's only 20% are not. And he was one of the 20% that wasn't. But he wanted to be a hero so fucking bad, it fucking broke his soul. It hurt his heart. It made him cry when he thought about it. It can be very emotional sometimes too, kind of like how Naruto could be and have its moments and shit. But it's definitely a good show, man. And he meets this guy who is actually one of the greatest heroes in this universe, and he takes a shine to him, and he basically blesses this kid with a piece of his power. And basically, I don't even want to say any more than that. It's way more to it than that, but it's a great fucking anime, and it should definitely be checked out if you guys are into some of the other anime like Dragonball and Naruto and things of that nature. So definitely, I recommend that anime, My Hero Academia. If you guys have not seen it, go check that shit out, man. It's pretty dope. There's other news in Dragon Ball's universe. Just when I thought that all the updates and everything was done, man, they introduced another fucking another game plan to to DLC 6. And they're talking about now a team attack, some sort of tag team ultimate or finishers, or that's that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, you can actually change, select a partner, change his play style or whatever. I think you can even change their gear. And it's a different style of match. And I'm wondering how this is going to play out, man. They are like really going in on this last fucking DLC, man. And I think they're doing that because they know that fucking Dragon Ball Fighters is coming out. And, you know, they're saying that this DLC number 6 is going to be coming out sometime after February. Now, I thought it was in February, but they just said after February. So it could be any time between February 1st or 2nd. And it could probably go into the summer. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they wait till the summer to put it out, but you know, who knows? But I think they're putting all these eggs in this basket because they're, you know, these are ideas they're flirting with for Xenoverse 3. Also, you know, they know that Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be out and motherfuckers are going to be on that game hard body, and they know this shit. So they want to give everybody a reason to stay and continue to play Xenoverse too. You know what I mean? And I would too. You know what I mean? Because when new shit comes out, you know, your attention kind of drifts for a while. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. I'm not gonna have enough time to play all this shit. I'm trying to figure out what what games I'm gonna be able to play because I can only play 2 games at one time. Like, you know, I can't juggle any more than that, man. Because then you just lose the appeal of it. You know, kind of like you lose the feeling of it or whatever. So you spread yourself too thin. You know. So me personally, I'm probably gonna be Street Fighter Season 3 and, you know, Dragon Ball Fighters. That's going to be my 2 games for quite some time. Those games are probably going to end up staying in the rotation because Sakura is coming. And, you know, Dragon Ball Fighters, come on. You guys already know. I think that's going to be the game to break me as far as like, break me in, break my YouTube channel, break, you know, my Instagram and my Twitter and all of that. Because as you guys know, I also have a YouTube channel that I'm trying to grow. And, you know, I'm trying to do this one day, eventually, you know, do this shit for a living, man. You know what I mean? That's the ultimate goal. So if you guys got time, when you are on YouTube, man, yo, just feel free. Go to the page, type in Studio MacGyver's TV, and hit that subscribe button, baby. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. You guys listen to my podcast, man. Just show some love, some support for your boy. And help me make this a reality. But yeah, man, that's pretty much, you know, the gist of all of this. Pretty much what I've been playing this week has been Street Fighter. I'm trying to get I'm rusty as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got my ass handled the other night. I got my ass handled, man. Not gonna lie to you. So I need to get back on that horse, man, and get into practice mode, get in the lab, learn my combos, freshen up on those again, and you know, get back out there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Any other games I have not really been playing because I didn't have a lot of time, guys. You know what I mean? So with the little time that I do have, man, I try to get it in. But, you know, the holiday season, everything is crucial right now. So pretty much after Christmas, man, I think I'll be back to normal. Everything will be cool. And I'll get to dive into more games, dive into more anime as well. Because I haven't been watching too much anime either. Besides Boruto. That's pretty much Boruto and Superman. That's pretty much what I've been watching. So with that being said, guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you can always hit your boy at Twitter. On Twitter, at Studio MacGyver. You can also hit me up at my email if you want to. Studio MacGyver Musics with a K at yahoo.com. What else? How else can you get to me? Instagram, Studio MacGyver 79. And then we can't forget the Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast Facebook page at Studio MacGyver as well, guys. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for listening every week. And I'll continue to do this. I'm not going to stop. And yeah, man, that's it. So you have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. I will see you next time.